Okay. Um, I wasn't able to white knuckle myself out of anxiety. Okay. I had to meet with a good psychiatrist, get on some great medicine, play with the doses for a while. I'm not really sure that she deserves some kind of special props or ass pats or whatever because she's white knuckling through anxiety. There's really no need for that this day and age. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I see our girl has uploaded today. So let's take a quick peek at what her video could possibly be. Um, the title of it is pretty interesting. I hope it's as meaty as it sounds. It says, Explaining my diet, starting therapy. Thought she was in therapy, okay? And exercising scares me. Okay, I get that. If I were 500 pounds, exercising would scare me too, especially if I had a history of falling. So, without further ado, let's just get on with the react and see what she's got to say. And as usual, this will be sped up. It's quite long. We also might, depending on what she has in here, like with the books or with the PO box, we might skip over some stuff.
Hello, hello. Welcome to a new vlog.
Hi, Amber. March. So March 22nd. So this was 4 days ago.
So I actually just got back inside from taking Twinkie to the pots. So now
Twinkies on pot?
I'm actually about to go through my bookshelf because it's kind of time we dust her and we go through her, organize
You see the silver play button behind her. That's cute. I'm glad she puts that up.
her. I know you guys love that. So I'm actually doing a little bit of spring cleaning. I know I do that all year round, but you know what? Stop hating, okay? So I wanted to show you like a before and then I want to show you my after. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my books. I'm also going to dust this because it's dusty. I want to put them in order of like genre because I realized that what I used to enjoy reading, I actually hate it now.
So I used to put my books in size order. Well, I still do.
Used to venture towards like young adult things like suicide or foster care,
Ooh, she said the S word. Ah.
addict, like people starting drugs and stuff, whatever. Like very much like serious topics, but written in the perspective of a young adult. But I noticed that that doesn't entertain me as much anymore. I
I wonder why.
prefer thriller, psychological,
Oh, I spy some VC Andrews over there.
etc., etc. Like, give me a book with a good plot and a good twist, multiple twists. Like, I'll be there for it. So I'm actually gonna take all these, read the backs of them. Like, it's gonna take me a minute or two, not gonna lie. And then I'm going to get rid of some, separate them between genres and ones that I know that I'll enjoy more. 3 are young adult. My reading has
We're
definitely
fast
matured
forwarding
as I
through
started
some of
reading
this.
more. I mean, I'm 32, so obviously my reading is gonna mature. But there is nothing wrong with reading young adult because there's some crazy young adult books out there that touch on hard hitting topics. And these are the ones I am getting rid of. So I actually have not read any of these and I'm not really interested in doing so. So we're just cooking lunch here. These are some fresh broccoli, some rice. Felina's making some sauce for her homemade meatballs, which she is amazing at making.
A homemade them.
She already cooked them. She's taking them out, and now she is making a homemade sauce from
A homemade them.
I know I have not been showing my food lately, which I will explain in this video the reason why, but I figured screw it. This is what I'm eating. All right, you guys, it is P.O. Box time. So obviously you guys know if you're interested in sending me anything, here is my P.O. Box. So first things first is this from Holly's Enchanted Books.
Sounds like a person. I hope she links the link.
And let me tell you, the packaging mystery is beautiful island with murderous past. Ooh, 6 gorgeous friends. See business idea, and I am obsessed. So next we have an Amazon package. There's rumors out here that people think that I'm actually sending this stuff to myself. You guys,
Yeah, no, I believe.
I do have people who love me. I have people
Well, not necessarily people who love you send you things, Amber.
who enjoy me and who support me and who I make friends with. Not everyone hates me. And for certain people, like reaction channels, to say,
Not only that, I love a lot of people. I like a lot of creators. I don't send anybody anything. Sorry, guys.
that I'm actually sending this to myself, it's because your community just like
Nor do I expect you guys to send me anything.
me. Your community thinks I'm a liar. Your community doesn't think that I have people who love and support me. Whether you're sending me stuff or you're not, you're supporting me and you're sweet and you're kind. Like people in my messages, unfortunately, they don't get to share that kindness and that support in my comments because people are so harsh. But I'm not sending this stuff to myself. When I buy myself something, I tell you guys, hey, this is an Amazon haul, etc., etc. So it's weird, and it's also like these are physical people sending me these things, so they can just clarify themselves. Like, yeah, send that to her. Like the whole thing where someone sent me like pads or whatever. Oh, oh, baby, do you need some pads?
Y-
Why would I do that to myself? I
She could use them. I've gotten free samples that I've requested for myself. It wouldn't be outside the norm that she would need urinary incontinence pads, guys. She's going through menopause. She's very large.
just wouldn't. That person was rude and cruel, but like it didn't get to me like I
But were they?
thought it would at all. And I don't know.
And those are expensive. Those Tenna pads are not cheap.
Y'all just reach. This is a fun opportunity. It's great for my channel. I love
It's great for my channel too.
I'm actually getting letters from people. I'm actually about to read one. And this is just it's just fun, you guys. Not everything has to be turned into like a conspiracy or like Amberlynn is lying or betraying. It just people want to take the fun out of everything and the joy out of everything that I show. And it's just like it's a lot. So just calm down. I understand you have to make drama for your channel because you're boring and you can't
I'm boring.
create your own content.
This is not me creating content. Nope.
You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get on to this package. So I like to read the little note first, obviously. Oh my gosh. So Teresa sent me some coloring books that she actually illustrated. Wow, y'all are talented. Like I have some talented people. Like let me tell you, to
Fast
create your own.
forward.
Yes, I am. Coloring can be great. People are a lot. People are really
We
a
are
lot.
a lot.
Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at that.
Okay.
And it has like
Fast
texture.
forward.
Okay, let me read this in private. Thank you so much. I'm able to figure out who did it. Like there's tracking, there's a whole situation. Like if you go to the USPS and I need to know. Me like terrified right now.
I was so fucking worried.
Oh my god, I had to lean open. I was too scared. Oh,
See, this is the drawbacks of having a P.O. box. They could really send you anything they wanted to.
oh my god. These are like the craziest shoes ever. Oh my god, this literally felt like eggs. Thank you, Bob and Christina. I'm sorry that I thought you sent me an egg carton for funsies. I have seen these shoes on freaking TikTok. Wait, I have never been more excited. I actually wanted to try a pair. You have? This looks like something you'd wear around the house for sure. Yep.
Guys, we're going to fast forward this too. Not that I don't think those shoes aren't cool, but let's see. Let's see little feetsies.
I have packaging stuff all over my dress.
At least you could see her feet.
So, you guys, it literally feels like I am walking on a pillow or something. You want to try them, babe?
It's not necessarily comfortable or good for your feet, but I have Crocs on right now, so I can't talk.
You guys, low key. Damn, my hair is a mess today. Low key,
High key.
those shoes are comfy. Like, for around the house, hell yeah. Thank you. Okay, you guys.
How much energy is it to brush your hair? Not much. I do brush mine several times a day. Why does she insist on filming and not brushing her hair?
So I actually had a few people ask me if I've been exercising, moving more, etc. Yes, I have.
Good.
But I obviously do not talk about everything in my life.
God forbid.
We'll assume if I'm not showing something, that I'm not doing something. Not how it works. So what I do is I write down what I'm gonna do, how many times I'm gonna do it on a piece of paper. I like things that are more attainable, that I can physically see, mark off. So what I do is I do each of these things 3 times, and then I write how many reps that I did. My goal is to always do the same or more than I did the day before. So I stretch, I walk in place, I do warm-ups, crunches, leg kicks, punches, and high knees. I do all of these things 3 times for as long as I can, or what feels not comfortable, because you don't want to be comfortable when you're working out. That's not
Very
exactly the right word for it, but until you just can't do it anymore without like hurting yourself, obviously. So I'm gonna go do those. No, this is not a workout with me. I'm gonna do it alone, like I have been doing it. But I kind of just wanted to introduce it to you guys that yes, I do have a little exercise routine that I do, and then I just put it in a folder, and I will do the same thing tomorrow. Sorry for the sloppy handwriting,
Yeah, okay.
but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Super simple, and this is just easiest for me because I like visualizing.
You know, would be nice if she flips through her notebook with all of these for the last few weeks. That would be cool.
You know, and I think that's the reason why I really like reading books. Some people have been telling me to get a Kindle, which I do have a Kindle, but it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, that would be me.
I like physical in my hand. That is
A Kindle is physical in your hand. It's not that the Kindle pumps it right into your brain.
why I like pen to paper. Not everything has to be technology based. Alrighty, so here it is. Here is how I
There was a period in the human history where pen and paper was technology, but that's okay.
Did W stand for whole and S's stand for separate. So whole just simply means instead of counting one rep as one punch, it just means it's one rep is like both your arms. Same with like the leg kicks, but I do high knees
I'm not sure I understand that, but okay.
separate. So that's just what that means. But yeah. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to, okay, got a little fun. One of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about like my exercising today is because I wanted to talk a little bit about like I get anxiety exercising. I get really bad anxiety, sometimes like verge of panic attack, and that's scary for me. And I know what is causing it, but I don't know how to stop that anxiety feeling. So what is causing it is rapid like heart, just your heart beating quicker than usual. It's not beating above beyond what it should be. It's at a really good rate when I exercise, but I correlate my heart beating really really fast with anxiety. And
So I should probably let her finish, but I could see getting anxiety when you exercise because you're afraid you're going to fall. Okay, that is extremely understandable at her weight, and her physical ability. But just because not liking the fact that your heart is beating quicker, that's just weird because that's what exercise is.
and vice versa. Anxiety makes me have a really fast heart rate, but then me having a really fast heart rate gives me anxiety. So it's like this like vicious cycle. Obviously, that anxiety is not stopping me from exercising. It just doesn't take away that feeling. I actually hate it. And I don't feel like it's irrational because obviously someone my size, like your heart beating fast is a scary feeling because
That is just so weird.
being the size, your heart has to work more than the average.
Yeah, and that's the point of exercise to make your heart work harder.
That's an obvious thing. So I wouldn't say it's really irrational. So usually if something irrationally gives me anxiety, obviously still hard to overcome, but it's more so like I'm able to be like practical and rational and be like, girl,
Okay. Um, I wasn't able to white knuckle myself out of anxiety. Okay. I had to meet with a good psychiatrist, get on some great medicine, play with the doses for a while. I'm not really sure that she deserves some kind of special props or pats or whatever because she's white knuckling through anxiety. There's really no need for that this day and age.
come on now. But with something that isn't irrational, like I feel like this is actually pretty rational that I get anxiety from that. I think that's what scares me more because it's like, okay, so you have a reason. So is that reason true? Is your heart really okay? Is it about to combust? It is what it is. But it's not stopping me from exercising. Everything that I am doing is totally fine. It's nothing too extreme. Obviously, I'm not gonna like overdo it. Although there are times where I'm like, damn, like ouch. But that's just like if I'm using my muscles more than I normally would. So I just feel like I'm rambling. But really that's the reason why I wanted to introduce
She's
like,
rambling.
yeah, I do exercise. And yeah, this is what I do. But this is why I don't really talk about it because it doesn't bring me joy like it would other people.
No, exercise doesn't bring me joy either.
Everyone always says exercise lets off certain, endorphins.
Yeah, not for everybody. I mean, there's been times, so I like walking. I like walking with the dog. I like walking and listening to like a good podcast or something I want to hear. But when I used to run, I would say the first 10, 15, 20 minutes was sheer torture, or not panic, just sheer torture where I wanted to stop because it's hard, it's painful, it hurts. That is not fun. But regular walking and just getting out and seeing nature and feeling the breeze and the warm sun, that is beautiful.
It makes you feel good. Not me. Nope. So I just don't want to like persuade anyone into like not exercising or like whatever.
But if I was like all the time exercising in my house, just doing like knee ups or punches, that's pretty boring. She should go outside or on her patio. Well, I guess it's a little cold for her to do that, but like Feline should take her to Walmart and she should walk laps around Walmart. That'd be beautiful. Climate controlled, safe.
Or like because exercising is really good for you, but I just get anxiety exercising. So I do have a little bit of updates when it comes to weight loss surgery. I do have more. So welcome to weight loss surgery update. I get really excited doing these updates because every update just means I'm a step closer and it's just really exciting.
Let's
So the
hope.
psychologist who actually approved me originally for surgery, I have been emailing with him. There are some things that I do not want to talk about right now, which I will talk about eventually. But right now, I just feel like to
Don't mention it then.
protect myself, my mental, and my privacy, I'm not going to get into it, but I will say
She could have easily said, I have a meeting with my surgeon next week. I'll let you know.
Okay. There have been some developments. I do have my appointment with my team, including the surgeon, coming up, and I'm so excited. I think things might be different. I don't really know, but as of right now, they want me to do 12 sessions with a therapist. I can do 2 sessions a week.
She should been doing that all along.
I can do 1 session every 2 weeks. So obviously, the quicker I do it, the better. But it's not just up to me, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The quicker the better is not the right way to look at it.
Yeah, I actually officially have a new psychologist, and I'm really excited. I asked the psychologist who originally approved me for weight loss surgery. I'm sorry, this is going to get confusing because there's a lot of professionals, and I try to give you guys what I can. I ended up asking him. I was like, do you recommend any therapists or psychologists? Anyone good? Anyone that you feel like would be a good fit with me? And he actually sent over
What about the person she had? I mean, so I know she had the one who was health at any size, but
6, and I chose one. I called and I made an appointment.
so what did she choose by name? How did she choose? I wish she'd talk about that. Or what does she look for in a psychologist? Gender? How would she even know? She looked him up.
So my appointment for that is also coming up, and that'll be my first session. So depending on how this session goes is going to be a deciding factor for me if I want to do 2 a week or if I want to do just 1 a week or how I want to do it. Obviously, I feel like I don't want to be too extreme and do it twice a week, but we'll see. I definitely don't want to do it every other week because obviously I want the weight loss surgery like sooner the better. So I can either get this done in a month and a half or 3 months. And to me, either one of those options is actually really good. So there is something else I want to mention because people are asking, like, why don't you show your food, like what you're eating? And you guys heard me be a little snarky over there when I was showing you what I had for lunch today. And it's because people judge. It's like so harsh. And it's like, this is a moment for me where I just feel like the judgment is like, it makes me feel like
You're
I'm
on
doing something
YouTube.
wrong, even though I know what I'm doing is right.
You're on YouTube talking about your life. People are judging. And again, you know, she doesn't have to hear us judge. She can film what she needs to film and turn it off.
People are expecting me to be on the pre-op diet. I'm not on the pre-op diet. I'm not approved for
Who is expecting her to be on the pre-op diet now? Who is it? I watch all kinds of reaction channels. Nobody's saying that.
weight loss surgery, so I'm not on the pre-op diet. People are getting really confused with that, and I think that's becoming like frustrating to me because it's like people are expecting me to like be eating like the tiniest amount of food ever, and I'm just like, no, that's not what this is. That's not the plan they have me on. That's not what my dietitian wants for me. That my dietitian tells me if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something right, what she wants me to do. And having 2 eggs and 2 servings of spam is okay. And I'm talking about when I had eggs and spam, but I'm having some spam and some eggs. So it's
Well, that's because you bitched about this you being bloated. Okay, it's the sodium that I think people are getting upset about.
what happened? People were like coming for me, and I'm like, this is 2 eggs, which I'm allowed to have. It's 2 eggs, but people were saying how it looks like it's 5 eggs. I'm like, I couldn't even stomach 5 eggs.
You see her. Do you see her with her eyes? She couldn't even stomach 5 eggs. No, that's not why they were coming for you. They were coming for you because you were saying either in this same episode or the episode before, maybe it was even the episode after, how bloated you were and how bloated your face looked because of lipedema,
If you guys know, I have egg intolerance.
which I didn't know that you can get lipedema in your face, but that's another problem.
Comes and goes. It's gotten a lot better in the last few years, thank God. So eating 2 scrambled eggs is fine.
She just doesn't like eggs. No worries. Not for everybody.
And like recently, like I showed you guys like this quinoa ground turkey situation type deal that I absolutely loved. Calorie wise, it's 408 calories. What this is we have broccoli, we have a serving of guac, quinoa, onion, and ground turkey, and pico de gallo. And I had all the calories, and I told you guys the calories, and I had the calories because I physically had the nutrition packet right in front of me. And there was people with the audacity to say, no, that's like 900 calories. Like one serving
No,
of ground turkey is like
I didn't see any of that.
250 calories. I'm like, I have the physical nutrition packet right in front of me.
What do you mean? What nutrition packet? What is she talking about? It didn't come out of a packet.
Like, I know how to count calories. I'm just an idiot who doesn't do it. Like, that is why I need help because I didn't do the right things and I never do the right things for long term. And that's why weight loss surgery is there, is to help people like me. But it's just exhausting. It's so exhausting to like
Yeah, this whole thing's exhausting. I agree.
literally, I feel like I am talking to a wall. Obviously, I don't mean that towards everyone who's watching me. I'm talking about the people who are just so reluctant on
Technically, you are kind of talking to a wall, or at least you're talking to a camera.
finding me in a lie or seeing if I'm like eating the wrong foods or the right foods or all this stuff. And I'm just like, what? Like, it's just crazy. It's just like, focus on you. Honestly, focus on you.
Yeah, I am.
Like, stop comparing. Every program for weight loss surgery is different, and I've learned that the hard way. But I've also learned that the good way. Is that saying? Probably not. Because I feel like what is happening for me is happening for a reason, and it's just like worry about you, worry about what you're eating. You
Yeah, I am. And I'm also watching you to help other people learn. Don't do it like this.
know, I don't show what I'm eating for judgment and advice. No, I don't. I don't need it. I
Then why does she show it?
have professionals for that now, and people are constantly saying follow professionals. I am. That is why I'm here. That is what I'm doing.
I wonder if her professionals know that she struggled with professionals before, like for them telling her different things. I wonder if any of them know about that.
And I'm not on the pre-op diet. I think that's what people are getting super confused with. I'm not supposed to be just eating these tiny, tiny portions. That's not what they told me to do. Just honestly, my lack of being transparent with what I'm eating is simply because I don't feel comfortable.
Are they trying to say that she should be on like Dr. Now's 1200 calorie diet? I don't really agree with that either, but because that's just not enough food for somebody her size, she's going to fail.
At all, and I don't feel safe in that. So I'm just, gonna show when I want, when I don't want. It's gonna be rare. Like I would love to come on here and show you guys more of what I'm making, what I'm eating, what I'm doing. It's just I don't feel comfortable, and I'm only gonna share what I'm comfortable sharing. That doesn't mean I'm off track. That doesn't mean I'm gaining weight because I'm not telling you guys my weight. I'm not telling you guys my weight because I do better when I don't do weigh-ins. Like every single time I've lost a large chunk of weight, it's because I did not talk about my weigh-ins. When I lost 106 pounds, it's because I stopped doing weigh-ins. I stopped talking about my weight.
Wait a minute, I thought she lost that weight because she had cancer.
That I gained weight, and I came on here and I said, "Nope, here's your proof." And that's happened a couple other times, and it's just like I do better when I don't have to like prove myself to people because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to prove myself to anybody. I feel like the people who get angry and annoyed that I'm not showing my food or my weight or whatever it may be is only because people want to pick apart those things. It's not because they actually care. They just want to pick apart what I'm doing, and I don't want that. I'm not in that type of like
Yeah, then don't talk about it. I just don't have any sympathy, guys. None. Sympathy bone is busted.
headspace. So I'm not going to give that. And if that means people are going to be angry with me, whatever, because people are angry with me regardless. It's like I could never win. I could never do right. And that's just like how it's always going to be, I feel like. So obviously, I still
With
want
the
to have
world.
comment of the day, even though, or question of the day, excuse me. I'm just used to saying comment of the day because I used to do that a lot. Even though things got a little heated here, it's just I want to have the freedom to express myself. And I just feel uncomfortable right now. And that's okay. But the question today from Instagram is what are some of your favorite self care things? They put shopping, journaling, etc.
All right, don't we know the answer to this already? Why would somebody ask for that? This whole channel is about her self care. So I think that is the end. Let's see.
Art, like poetry, or it's things as simple as like
Oh,
doing Legos, like the tediousness of it all. Like I literally love it. And I also really like to play like games on my phone. You got games on your phone? Yeah, I have quite a few. So, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it's a long one.
all right. Well, guys, that is it then for our Goral today. Not really the meatiest of updates. I mean, she did show us a little bit that she does at least cook one meal a day or once in a while with the broccoli and the meatballs and such. It's that's fine. It's really the takeout food that's the problem. Let's see, what else did she promise us? She promised us explaining her diet, exercise scares me, starting therapy. So, I mean, I guess it wasn't really all trolling, clickbaiting. No, I mean, just really not much to talk about. I mean, there's really nothing but time in between now and if she gets surgery or not. So, I mean, that's really all I had. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.